to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Hoover. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Buckmeyer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Buckmeyer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snares it outside, it's Emmanuel. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
.90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Palmer. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
BYU 0.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Here they come, and it's blocked. Into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the inside. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
As if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Hart. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, BYU.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's James. The Horned Frogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Takes the easy throw in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back, trying to beat him to the left. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing looking for a man. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. BYU lines up quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, TCU.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, BYU.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Baker. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's James. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Working that left side. Touchdown, TCU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Baker. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. BYU right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Emmanuel. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Baker. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Defense in press coverage. He'll do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Has to throw this off his back foot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back, because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Baker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On the run, it's Palmer. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Horned Frogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hart. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. BYU lines up quickly.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Back to pass. It's Baker. Floating away. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. BYU has this offense clicking. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Emmanuel. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Emmanuel. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to swing it on second down. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Dumps it off in the flats. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Number 26.
And they'll try to tack on two. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's back in the end zone for the two-point conversion. It followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it.
TCU 22.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Bonner. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls in the deep ball. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, BYU. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Payne. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.